Good afternoon. I am going to do a song today that I mentioned last night. I think in the context of, I'm probably not going to do this song. What do I know? This is another Jimmy Cliff tune. This is off the same album, Wonderful World, Beautiful People, which I played last night. And part of why I thought it was appropriate to play it right now is that yesterday, so missed it by a day, but yesterday, April 4th, was the anniversary of two things related to Martin Luther King Jr. One, that was the day he was assassinated. But exactly a year before the day he was assassinated, he gave what some consider to be his most powerful, important, and controversial speech called Beyond Vietnam, also called the Riverside Church speech, I believe. It's when he basically came out in vehement opposition to the Vietnam War, and I believe that was 1967. Yeah, 1967. So, obviously, an important thing to remember and commemorate. Started to read a little bit of it, didn't get through too much of it, but I'm sure it is worth going back and reading. This song, as I mentioned last night, one thing I really love about Jimmy Cliff is his ability to take really dark material and put really bright music behind it, and this is another really good example of that. It's hard not to smile when you hear and sing this song, and yet he's talking about a woman losing his son to war. So it goes. That's the magic of music. It's the magic of Jimmy Cliff. Hey, Vietnam, 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 Vietnam. Yesterday I got a letter from my friend fighting in Vietnam, and this is what he had to say. Tell all my friends that I'll be coming home soon. My time will be up sometime in June. Don't forget, he said, to tell my sweet Mary her golden lips are sweet as cherry. And it came from Vietnam, 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 Vietnam. It was just the next day his mother got a telegram. It was addressed from Vietnam. Now Mistress Brown, she lives in the USA, and this is what she wrote and said. Don't be alarmed, she told me, the telegram said, but Mistress Brown, your son is dead. And it came from Vietnam, 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 Vietnam. Somebody please stop that war now. Vietnam, 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 Vietnam. It was just the next day his mother got a telegram. It was addressed from Vietnam. Now Mistress Brown, she lives in the USA. is what she wrote and said. Don't be alarmed, she told me, the telegram said. But Mistress Brown, your son is dead. And it came from Vietnam, 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 Vietnam. Somebody please stop that war now. Vietnam, Vietnam, Vietnam. Oh, oh, Vietnam, 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 Vietnam. There you have it, Vietnam, Jimmy Cliff, on the almost 1 day off from the anniversary of MLK's Beyond Vietnam speech, and then, of course, his assassination 1 year later. Probably going to be back on here later tonight doing another anti-war song with a friend of mine, so stay tuned.